Joining me now from Hong Kong is Edison Lee. He's a research analyst of telecoms at Jefferies Hong Kong Limited. So Edison, China expects to roll out its initial phase next year and its final phase in 2019. How easy will that be, and what are some of the challenges that lie ahead?
I think right now the two biggest challenges are the final standardization of the technology, especially phase 2, which should be done in the middle of this year by 3GPP. And then the other challenge is the commercialization of the chipset, because when the standard is finalized, then the chipset needs to be developed. And once the chipset is developed, then the handset makers will need to develop the smartphones by incorporating that chipset into it.
So what's involved in getting this all up and running? Is the infrastructure in place?
Well, the infrastructure will need to be built. And right now we have a very big 4G network in China, and the Chinese operators will likely start building trial networks on 5G in the second half of this year, and they are looking to launch commercial services in 2020. That means they will continue to expand the network in 2019, and hopefully will launch service in 2020 with coverage in the major cities.
Let's take a look at the bigger picture here. Will China's initiatives in 5G technology help advance its influence in the tech world?
I think China has been participating quite ambitiously in the 5G standard setting process at 3GPP. That process, in fact, started in 2012. I believe China is moving from a phase of adopting technology to a phase where they want to innovate and where they want to own their own patents in technology. And on the other hand, China has a very big ambition to be a leading digital country in the next 5 years, and they want to be able to deploy big data, industrial IoTs, and cloud computing in major industries, so that these industries can provide more innovative services and can also improve their own productivity.
So that all being said, how does China's push for 5G compare to other countries? Where does China stand?
I think that other countries that are also having pretty big ambitions on 5G would be the US, Korea, and Japan. But I think that China is also a country which wants to push out the services. But on the other hand, they are also pretty big equipment makers as well. So that's why China not only has the ambition to be a 5G service provider, but also to be making the equipment ranging from semiconductor to network equipment to handsets.
All right, Edison Lee in Hong Kong, thank you for joining us.